before that, let me introduce myself. Hello, judges. Hello, everyone. Introducing, my name is Keiko Natania Vicentius. I'm from SMP Regina Pacis in Tanjung Pandan, and I am grade 7. On this special storytelling competition from SMP Negeri 2 Tanjung Pandan, I would like to storytell you a little proverb about a little finger I told you earlier. So, are you guys ready to listen? Ready? Great! Now let's start the story with a long time ago in Belitung lived a husband and a wife. They were poor and they didn't have any children yet. Days and nights they always prayed to God. They really wanted to have a child. God, please give us a child, even though it's only as big as a little finger, said the father. And guess what? Surprisingly, their dream came true. The wife was pregnant. However, they were shocked and surprised when they saw the baby. He was so small. Look, it was literally like a little finger. So little, right? Time has passed and Kalingking did not grow much. He was still physically small compared to the other kids. Although he was so small, he ate like a dog. He ate so much food, and that made his parents really worried. Their parents were poor, and they didn't have any food because they have to feed it to Kalingking. And that made his father got really angry. I can't take it anymore. I want to put Kalingking in the jungle. Let's let him live there. Ooh, what a scary father, right? And in the morning, when they arrived at the jungle, Kalingking was told to cut down a very big tree. Like this tree here, even though it's so small in our size. And when Kalingking was busy cutting the tree, his father silently went home. The father thought that Kalingking would be lost in the jungle. He was pretty sure that Kalingking could not cut down the very big tree. But guess what? He was wrong. Kalingking suddenly showed up in front of the house. When the father was cooking, suddenly Kalingking showed up in front of the house. Toc toc toc, toc toc. Father! Oh, father! Where do you want me to put this big tree? The father was shocked and surprised. How did that child get here? And then the father took Kalingking to put the tree in the backyard. And as always, no. Kalingking ate all the food again. And that made his father really angry. And he had another idea. Kalingking, I want you to go to the mountains. We have to bring a very big stone from there. Kalingking was an obedient kid, so he followed his father to the mountains. And when they arrived, they saw a very big stone, and Kalingking was told to bring that stone. When Kalingking was trying to bring it, his father immediately ran away. Goodbye, Kalingking. This time, the father was pretty sure that Kalingking could not get home, and Kalingking could not bring that big stone. But again, he was wrong. And in the morning, when Kalinking was trying to bring the stone and the father was still sleeping, immediately he heard Kalinking's voice. Knock, knock, knock. Oh, father, where do you want me to put this big stone? I'm very hungry. And at that time, the father realized his mistake. He was too impatient to Kalinking. And at that time, he immediately apologized to him. Kalinking, I'm very sorry for what I said. I was too impatient to you. And of course, Kalinking forgave him. And after that, again and again, Kalinking ate all the food again. Oh, what a silly boy. But since then, they always work together and live happily ever after. And that is the end of Kalinking. What we can take from this story is, always be a patient person in facing the temptation. Remember guys, God always has a good plan for us. So always be grateful in every situation you are in. Well, I want to ask a question. Did you guys enjoy my story? Yes, good. Oh, makasih ya. Well, great. Be patient in facing the temptation.